Hey guys, welcome to oddsmarket.com. I'm Natalie Rydstrom. Joining us today is Bernardo from the owltips.com. We're taking a look at the early Champions League lines here, the matches that take place over Tuesday and Wednesday next week. So obviously do check before placing your bets as we get closer to the matches. The odds are likely to change. Also head on over oddsmarket.com. Bernardo's written an article which will be released on Monday with all the updated odds and tips. All right, Bernardo, ready to go. We're going to start with Tuesday here. We've got some fantastic lineups here. One of the ones being the repeat, now Man City versus Barcelona. So Man City get to take their revenge on their 4-0 thrashing. Can they bounce back? Do you have a tip from this match?
Well, I don't have a tip. I think that it's going to be hard for them. Unfortunately, they are not getting results. They have a draw 1-1 versus Everton at home 2 weeks ago, missing 2 penalties. Now, this week, they also drew versus Southampton. Now they're going to get Barcelona again after that 4-0. It's going to be difficult, but well, I think that Barcelona is also more relaxed and with plenty of points to go through. So they can have a chance at least to get a draw at home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, my bet here, I do have a bet. I do actually like the Barcelona odds 2.4. Barcelona draw no bet comes in at 1.8. Also looking at the over 3 goals, 1.89. But I do like Barcelona draw no bet at 1.8. What bets are you looking at for Tuesday?
Yeah, that one looks safe. The draw no bet option. It looks a safe option to take on that match. I think that the maximum that City can get is a draw there. Mm-hmm. Well, I look into 4 games. I can start with Besiktas versus Napoli. Mm-hmm. So both teams to score on that match. Besiktas surprise in Italy. I think that well, it can be different. The game can go either way. But both teams to score is a bet that I'm going to take around 1.8.
Yeah, nice one.
PSV versus Munich. Munich is much better than PSV, and even being in Netherlands, I think that the -175 is not a huge odd, but plenty of value for me.
Yeah, not bad price though for Bayern Munich. Part of an accumulator bet, you get about 1.4, 1.45. Not bad price.
Yeah, I also like it for an accumulator, or even to play bigger and straight. Mm-hmm. I'm going on -1. I think that they can do it by 2 goals. They did it at home, and PSV has to risk a little more on their turf, and Bayern Munich will take that opportunity.
What about Paris SaintGermain against Basel? Obviously, they won week 3, 3-0. Not a bad price as well, though. Obviously, they are on the road, 1.6.
Yeah, I look to the game. I think, well, I not dislike to be on PSG side there, but we don't have the same consistent PSG as we had with Blanc. The team is not so used to Unai Emery, and also the changes that the team had, like let go Zlatan Ibrahimovic, David Luiz, etc. I'm going to stay away from that match, at least at that price.
All right, final match I want to quickly talk about, obviously, is Benfica versus Dynamo Kyiv. Obviously, they won 2-0 at Dynamo Kyiv. They now have the home advantage, 1.67. Quite nice odds there.
I think that Benfica is favorite, and it's very hard to play in Estádio da Luz. But I think that price can go higher. That's the reason why I don't have that game here to talk with you as my pick at the moment, because I think that we can see like 1.8 pre-kickoff, and at that time it's much more valuable than now.
All right, so check in then next week there, Tipster 101, check the updated odds. Have you any more for Tuesday?
No, I have 2 more games, but for Wednesday.
All right, now I heard you mention Copenhagen versus Leicester. Very interesting odds. Leicester are the underdogs. They travel to Copenhagen. They beat Copenhagen in week 3, 1-0. I have to say, though, Leicester really are showing their determination with the Champions League, wondering as well whether to sort of take the Leicester win or a Leicester draw no chance or a double chance, something like that. What's your bet?
Well, a little of everything. Because, well, I think that we have plenty of value to play the double chance, around 177. it's a very good odds to see Leicester not lose the game in Copenhagen. Well, they are a better team. They are completely focused in Champions League. It's also true that they already have 9 points, so they are very comfortable. But well, it's the first time they are playing this competition, so well, they are very excited with it, putting all their chips there. So they have a lot of talent to create problems to Copenhagen, and they can win the game there. So the double chance is plenty of value, but I'm going to split that with the draw no bet, because draw no bet is around 251 at Pinnacle, and it's plenty of value there.
All right. What about Tottenham? Obviously, they had quite a surprising result over the weekend with scoreless draw. They now have the home advantage against Bayer Leverkusen, priced at evens right now. Is that something you're looking into?
Well, I look into it because Leverkusen is not passing a good moment. It was quite strange, the result of Leverkusen versus Tottenham on last round of Champions League, a draw 2-0. I'm quite afraid of the overs. However, I still think that it can be a game with some goals. In terms of the price of Tottenham, well, it's the kind of game that I would like to see both teams playing in the weekend, because especially Leverkusen is not passing a good moment. And let's see if they bounce back a little bit or not before taking an opinion on this game.
All right. What's your second tip for Wednesday?
Well, the second one is involving also a Portuguese team, and it's Dortmund versus Sporting. Dortmund won in Portugal 2-1, but they suffer a lot to win that game. I think that Sporting can cause them some problems, especially because Dortmund is also with many injuries, some of them very important on the back, and Sporting is a very offensive team. They scored a goal in Bernabeu versus Real Madrid, and they can score in Dortmund too. So both teams to score on that game, 175 is also a bet to me.
All right, fantastic stuff. Stay tuned for updated odds and articles over at oddsmarket.com, guys. Thanks for watching.